Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. So we're looking at the dollar today, really focusing on the strength of the greenback after not only forex pairs but the index as well has really started to move higher. We've seen euro dollar, cable, gold, as I said, the dollar index really starting to push in favor of the greenback in the last not only few days but a few months. We've seen the dollar index in particular hit its highest peak since March. Now, just looking at the euro dollar, first of all, on the chart today, we just wanted to check the decline because over 600 pips have been wiped off since July. So this is quite astonishing and it's moving back down to the 106 handle at least. And if we look at cable as well, we had the Bank of England's decision to pause on its hiking as well yesterday. So this has given cable a bit of a downswing and breaking a lot of the previous lows that we saw. Since we saw this V-shaped recovery to the downside, it's actually kept on progressing even further. So the next stop would obviously be the psychological 120 handle and then below that as well. But as I said, what we're focused on today is the dollar. So just going straight on to the dollar index and what a trajectory it's been. The only cause of concern is that we've had a bit of a move to the last swing high, just shy of the 106 handle. As I said, it's been March since we saw these levels at the moment. But what is in store for the dollar next around? Well, the hawkish stance from the Fed is really progressing quite nicely. We're waiting for the next interest rate decision. Obviously, we've just had one, so we do have a bit of time to go. But will there be any more hikes before the end of this year? It'll be interesting if we do get any more, because if it is in store that there will be 25 basis points being raised, then we could see another push on the dollar as well. What I'm concerned about is though the RSI and the stochastics that I've been looking at are a little bit flat, so we could see a slight divergence in a bearish form, but it could be just a slight correction for now before we start moving a little bit more higher. So this is very, very interesting at the moment. If we just look on the 4-hour chart as well, there's not too much to take into account here. We've just been seeing this kind of swing high, higher highs, higher lows for quite some time now, and we're just waiting to see if they're going to have any more of a firmer correction before we can possibly start thinking dollar will start retracing a little bit. But let's move swiftly on to gold. I've had a lot of traders asking me where is gold going, the direction, because we are seeing now that it's looking likely to be kind of squeezed in a little bit. It's consolidating nicely, but now the signal is just waiting to see if we're going to have a breakout and which way is it going to go. So as you can see, very, very choppy action for the last few trading sessions, and we'll just see if we get that move to the upside towards and past 1950, which is where the last slight resistance has been, roughly about these two spikes here. Or are we going to start seeing the yellow metal moving a little bit lower, and in doing so start moving back down towards 1900? If we do see that, then are we going to have this support at that particular area that we've been seeing month after month recently? We did have a break and a slight confirmation not so long ago, but we only really went down to 1890, 1888 around this area, so it wasn't such a firm correction and confirmation in that sense. But if we look at the 4-hour chart as well, we're just seeing now possibly another squeeze. So we'll just remove these drawings so it's a bit easier to see. So as I said, with the 4-hour chart, it gives a slightly different picture because we are just seeing this kind of choppy nature at the moment. And if we're going to have another move to the upside, roughly about 1940, only $13–14 away, so not too much to ask in one trading session. However, we'll have to see if that comes into fruition, because this is a little bit of a false break here. And then we had price action revert to where it was beforehand. So with that being said, let me all know what you think. We'll be posting this video on our YouTube and Telegram channels for you to let me know what you think, and we'll see what happens over the weekend. Watch out for those weekend gaps, because we could have a lot of news over the weekend as well, and we'll see what's in store next time around. So thank you very much for joining me, and we'll speak again next time. Bye for now.